Greetings and welcome to my channel. This is Boy to Man, and we are continuing with the Way of the Superior Man series. Today we are going to read to you chapter 13. Don't use your family as an excuse. If a man never discovers his deepest purpose, or if he permanently compromises it and uses his family as an excuse for doing so, then his core becomes weakened and he loses depth and presence. His woman loses interest. His woman loses trust and sexual polarity with him, even though he may be putting much energy into parenting their children and doing the housework. A man should, of course, be a full participant in caring for the children and the household. But if he gives up his deepest purpose to do so, ultimately everyone suffers. Take care of the children and the house as much as you want. Just remember that if you give up your true purpose to do so for too long, you are not really helping anyone. Parenting children, as well as any responsible commitment in love, requires that you transcend your own personal preferences for the sake of a larger commitment, for the sake of service in love. This is a natural part of being a householder. However, you cannot abnegate your deepest purpose to do so, or else you will feel frustrated, eventually resigning yourself to a lesser life than you know you are capable of living. As a man, you have a duty to take care of your family, to take care of your loved ones. You do also have a duty to take care of your purpose, to fulfill your deepest heart's purpose. And I believe that when you fulfill your deepest heart's purpose, or when you fulfill your purpose in that given time, in that given day, then you are protecting your family essentially, because with being a man comes your deepest heart's purpose. Everyone does have a purpose. Women also have purposes in their life. In this case, the way of the superior man, you must always do your purpose. You must always do the activity which leads to your deepest heart's purpose within that given moment, and never use your family to compromise, to keep hold, to not do your purpose, to not do what you're supposed to do. When you have no purpose within you, people can see that, people can feel that this person has no mission in life, this person doesn't have a direction, they're just living for the sake of living. They're not giving anything to the world that is useful. Your purpose is to give your gift to the world. Your gift is what you only have as yourself. And if you use your family as a getaway from withstanding your gift, as a getaway from giving your gift, then people will notice that and they will see that. It won't be nice. This self-resignation will communicate itself to your woman and your children. They will feel your weakness. Your woman will begin to take charge more than she really wants, since you are clearly not capable of taking charge yourself. Since you are clearly not capable of taking charge yourself, and someone has to do it, your children will challenge your capacity to discipline them, since they can feel your own lack of authentic self-discipline. Try as you might, once you have negated your deep purpose, your household will become a place where everybody tests your capacity to stand your ground, and you will lose. You will lose, because everyone around you can see that you're not moving in the direction which you know you're supposed to be moving, the direction that they chose to be around you for. See, when you meet your woman the first time, of course, the first time they see a man with so much potential, that's naturally how women choose their mate. That's how the opposite sex chooses their mate. They see that, this one has got high potential to do X, Y, Z. Why? Because they see through your core. They see your deepest purpose, or whatever it is that you are driven by. And if you stop going toward that purpose just because you're now with that woman, or just because you now have a family that you need to take care of constantly and not go for your purpose, then they may start to see a different person from the day that they met you, and they will test you. They will always test you, and this will feed into the children. The children will see that same thing, and they'll see their mother is testing their father, so they'll test you as well. They'll probably become a little bit more mischievous, because they see, this is a man who really doesn't care about himself or doesn't care about his purpose. So, I'm gonna just do what I like. Obviously, as a father or a householder, you will want to give your family love, skill, energy, and time. It will be your joy, and it will be a necessity. However, the motive to dedicate time to a householding may or may not be symmetrical between partners. And this should be an ongoing discovery for each couple. The motive may change over time for both men and women as their lives grow through different stages. So, yes, you may have different ways that you take care of your children. You may have different ways you do your responsibilities, though that shouldn't feed into or affect your deepest heart's purpose. Whatever you come to agree with, you must understand that what's most important for you and the people around you is your deepest heart's purpose. Yes, you must do the dishes at 7 o'clock. And yes, you must also fulfill your deepest heart's purpose within that given day or given moment, whatever it is that you're meant to do. Yes, go change the diapers. Do that, of course. Though make sure as well that your purpose is not compromised in any type of way. Oh, I didn't go for the meeting because I needed to take care of Tim. No. You need to find a way to go for that meeting and also at the same time take care of Tim. That's what our brains are for. You need to figure that out as yourself, as a masculine being. The priority of the feminine in women and men is the flow of love in a relationship. The priority of the masculine in women and in men is the mission which leads to freedom. Ultimately, true freedom and true love are the same. However, the journey of the masculine and the feminine to the unity of love and freedom is very different. The feminine is driven by the flow of love. That is their purpose. The feminine within you. As a man, I'm sure you have a mother. When you are with your mother, the way you treat her, the way you show her that love, that's a feminine aspect, a part of you that you showcase, because as human beings, we both have feminine and masculine energy. It's just a difference in levels, which leads to an equilibrium to set you apart from somebody else. And now masculinity is driven by the mission to freedom. That is their purpose. The specific mission which leads them to freedom. Freedom from hunger, they might go out and work and buy some food. Freedom from fear, they might go conquer their fears. Freedom from whatever is holding you constrained. Freedom from pain, freedom from weakness, go to the gym. Freedom from hunger, go cook a meal, whatever it is. Everyone has this masculine energy in women, in men, and everyone has this feminine energy in men and in women. If your woman has more feminine essence than you, or if she is more feminine, or if she is in a more feminine phase of life than you, the priority will be the flow of love in her life. Her core will be much more fulfilled by the love she shares with the children than yours will be. You will also feel great fulfillment sharing love with your children. But if you have a more masculine core, or if you are in a masculine phase of your life, this fulfillment will not touch your deepest parts in the same way. It will not touch your deepest parts in the same way. Even if you love your children every bit as much as your woman does, your relationship with them will only be a part of your deepest life purpose. What is your deepest life purpose? What is your deepest life purpose? Ask yourself that question. If you don't know it, write down the question What is my deepest life purpose? And find an answer for it and write it back down. Understand your deepest life purpose. Understand your purpose at that moment in time. For some men, their deepest life purpose is their family. If you are one of those men, you probably aren't concerned about the issue of whether you are using your family as an excuse. Many men, however, regardless of how much they love their family, also feel a deeper calling. If they do not live true in this calling, then their core weakens, even if they genuinely love and desire to serve their family. By the way, if you're enjoying these type of videos, please do leave a like. Also comment down on what you're learning so far, what you've learned about using your family as an excuse. What you've learned about not using your family as an excuse to hide away from your purposes. If you've ever done so, you can say it in the comment section. You can say, well, I've used maybe not even your family, maybe your friends. Your friends say, hey man, let's go outside, let's go for this party or go for this event, but you need to study for an exam. You've essentially used your family or your friends to avoid your purpose, to go to the party, to go hang out with your friends. Oh, this is my time with my friends. I need to go enjoy this time with my friends. I need to take care of the weekend, right? And you've left your purpose down instead of you've left your purpose alone and gone to your friends instead of doing your purpose first. Please do share this video with your friends as well, so that they may also understand these type of topics that we speak about. When you know your direction and are living it fully, your core is alive and strong. Your children will naturally feel this. They will respond to your clarity and presence differently than they will respond to your ambiguity. An ambiguity that results from having deterred from your deepest purpose because you think it's right or fair. That you spend time with them, a short period of time with a father who is absolutely present, full in love, undivided inside, and sure of his mission in life, will affect your children much more positively than if they spend lots of time with a father who is ambiguous in his intent and has lost touch with his deepest purpose. No matter how much he loves his children, they will feel it all the time. Not only your children, your friends, your peers. Replace children with your friends, your colleagues, your classmates, whoever it is. If you're not living with your purpose, if you haven't done your mission for that day, for that week, whatever it is that you're meant to do, that you know deep down you're supposed to do all the time, when you go out to party, something is just going to happen that's going to show you that you haven't done your mission. Some way, somehow, they will test you. They will probably call you names, and that's when you start to feel like, oh dear, my friends don't treat me right. My friends are not nice. I don't have good friends. No, you're not a good being at that specific moment for yourself. If you do your purpose, if you fulfill yourself, if you do whatever it is that you need to do all the work, the deep core stuff, which is your deepest heart's purpose, your friends will feel it. They will see a man who's on a mission. No, guys, I really gotta go. I need to do this mission and complete it. However, we can hang out tomorrow at about 3 p.m. and, all my missions will be complete and I'll be completely free and we can go there. Whereas you say, oh, yes, let's go party all night. You go there, your friends want you to party. Come on, Tim, why are you frowning? What are you thinking about? Tim, back to earth. You're thinking about the homework that you haven't done. Back home, you're thinking about the work you're meant to be doing. Even if it's just for 2 seconds, that will carry you throughout the party or whatever event that you're having with your family or friends. And it will have a negative impact because you are not full. You haven't touched your deepest core. You're not being a real man or a real human being in that moment in time because you're not fulfilling your purpose. You haven't given your gift to the world for that specific day or moment in time, week, month, whatever it is that you're meant to be doing, your deepest heart's purpose. Children learn from their parents by osmosis. If their father is subtly weakened and compromised, this will flavor their experience of the love. Just as you did with your father, your children will unconsciously replicate or react to the emotional taste they absorb to you, same as your friends. This specifically goes to children in this topic. Your essential emotional tone, at ease in your deepest purpose or fearful in the ambiguity of your intent, becomes part of your children's home. You're not being full. You're not being a full dad. You're using them as an excuse to not do your full mission as dad, as friend, as Tim, as whoever, brother. You're not being your full self by doing your deepest full mission. If you and your woman both work, it is better to make arrangements with other families or timeshare child caring or to hire someone to help with your children than to permanently compromise your deepest purpose and truth because you feel you must spend more time with your children. It is not the amount of time, but the quality of the interaction that influences a child's growth. Children are exquisitely sensitive to emotional tone. If you are not full in your core, aligned to your deepest purpose, and living a full life of authentic commitment, your children will feel it. They will feel it. I don't know how many times I've said this, but they will actually feel it, and they'll see it, and they'll notice it, because you are not being your full self by doing your deepest heart's purpose, your mission on this planet as a human being. Do your mission on this planet as a human being, and you live to your deepest, truest self. Your children are happy, your friends are happy, your partner, your wife, your parents, everyone around you is happy because you are in here and not there or there, but you are in here, in your core, living by your core because you've done